And welcome back, folks. So today we've got more of that metal work that I was doing earlier. In the last video you might have saw I got this stuff and I ended up spraying it on the rear axle. I covered it, left it set for 24 hours, pulled it back off. So today we're going to uncover it. Let's get to it. So when I left this on here for 24 hours, it started leaving this yellow stuff, which ended up being the rust completely removed off of it. So that's some. I left this on for 48 hours. It was the last that I had in the thing, in the jug, so I was just like, well, I'll leave it on there. And pull it all off of here. Let's see what we got. Man, that's actually looking pretty good for just wrapping it in some towels. All right. Well, assuming all of that yellow down there is going to be bare metal, I think it'll look a lot better. Still ain't perfect, but we'll submerge it and we'll get it all completely off there in time. All right, folks, so that stuff actually worked pretty well. Pulled that rust right up and off there. There's still a little bit of surface corrosion, but I mean, it's nothing compared to what it was. Now, one thing I will recommend is if you do this yourself, you're probably gonna wanna put it in some sort of a container, like fill the container with the rust off stuff. And once the container's full, you can submerge all your parts in it one by one if you have to. Leave it there for a few days and it won't evaporate away like spraying it directly on the part. It'll also be more effective because it'll touch the whole part all at once instead of just where the towel touched it. Overall though, so now we're going to drain the oil out of this engine. We got to reset those bricks underneath it a little bit to get to it. Once the oil's drained out, then we can start taking everything off of it and get this thing down to a bare block. All right, so oil's drained. That was fairly easy. There is no apparent metal flakes, but it seemed to be a pretty thick consistency of oil, so we're just gonna count it as it's in a better place now. Yeah, we're gonna move on. I'm gonna take this big old crank bolt out here. And an impact should do it. You shouldn't need a spanner wrench. If you're using hand tools, you will probably need a spanner wrench of some kind. Like butter, baby. All right. Here we go. Now for what I've been excited for this whole time. Let's see what's behind that timing cover, shall we? Okay guys, well, as you can tell, that thing is absolutely mangled in there. There is pieces and parts everywhere. This thing pretty much just exploded within itself. That's what happens when the timing goes out. And yeah, so make sure to check your timing. You guys with older cars out there, do your timing. If you haven't, just a full close kit I've heard is pretty good. But yeah, go on and splurge for the full kit. You're gonna want to replace everything in here, because over time you just never know what's gonna fail. It's common with these engines, so I mean, if you already know it's a thing that can happen, you should just go ahead and preventatively do it. I myself have never changed one, and like I said, I've got 1.1 million miles on my cars. But the key is I also do regular oil changes. I keep an eye on the fluids and things. I don't let it overheat, and I don't run it too. If the oil just starts looking dark, I'll change the oil in my other cars. So, you know, it's all in how you take care of it. It's an oil-driven system. So if you run around and you put 10,000 miles on your tank or your last oil change, yeah, your car might still run, but it's putting excessive wear and tear and other grit and dirt onto those components. So to avoid that, change your oil. Change it frequently. Don't believe them if you buy a new car and they say, hey, you don't need to change your oil for 10,000 miles now. Do not believe that. Because if you change your oil in 10,000 miles, it's gonna last a while. You might even make it out of warranty and it'll be fine. But the fact that during that 10,000 miles, you're churning sludge around in your engine, you're kicking little particles of whatever may be in there, dirt and debris. So it may still lubricate, but you're not expelling all of that dirt. And that's one of the main points of having oil run through your motor is, you know, to get rid of debris that otherwise would stay in your motor. It's a good flush point. So, although your oil may say you can run for 10,000 miles, I do not recommend it. It's just a good way to eventually put wear and tear on your engine that's gonna reduce the longevity of it. It's that simple, guys. All right, moving on.
All right, so yeah, we're pulling these things out here, and this one obviously got some tight clearance in there. We're not worried about that one. This is the one that was the problem. Yeah, I think the piston found that one. How about you guys? Leave a thumbs up if you think that's great.
That one's stuck.
Oh, that one's in there real good. Holy shit, yeah, it is.
And that was just laying right there. Melted a hole through it.
Blew a hole straight in it, yeah. So, yeah, that's what a timing chain does whenever it goes kaput. Oh, there's the other half of that rod down there. Yeah, man, look at there, neat.
That's blown in half.
There's only a couple of shavings there. Oh, it's not shavings, it's literally scored metal.
Yep. Oh. Looks nice and clean still inside there.
See, I knew. I had faith.
Those two are the ones I was worried about because of the spark plug, but it's got nice gut.
Nice.
I mean, these valves are all done. Damn, those valves are done. If you want the head, keep the head. I don't care.
Definitely. Man, that's... Yeah, she saw some...
Feeling how
She saw
light
some
that
heat.
is. That's crazy to me how light this is.
Let go of this. I just want to hold it. Oh, yeah.
It's stupid light.
All right, so we got that side pretty well stripped down. We're going to move over to here. We're going to start unbolting the transmission and see what it takes to break it loose from the engine. All right, folks, welcome back again. So here today, we are going to remove the transmission from the subframe. We're going to drop the subframe down and get it completely stripped down. We're going to take the control arms, the brake calipers and rotors, all that stuff's going to come off the subframe, and we're going to clean it today. We'll probably clean this stuff up a little bit, assess the bushings. But the main goal right now is to get that transmission off there without hurting myself. Let's do it. So as you might be able to see here, the only thing holding this thing onto the subframe is going to be that mount and that mount. Those should be really easy to get off. The key about getting these off safely is I want to make sure that the transmission is braced up to the best of its ability, because once I unhook those, it's just going to want to fall. I'm also going to have to get this subframe to drop all the way down while balancing it on top, so I can get something underneath it to roll it onto, so that way I can move it. But yeah, let's get to it. Well, that didn't go how I hoped. Oh well. Yeah, we're just human, right? Ain't nothing perfect, especially when you're not using the right tools. But we made a little bit of a mess here. I'll throw some kitty litter or something on that. It's just transmission fluid. It ain't gonna kill you. If it was antifreeze, I'd be a lot more worried about it. But yeah, we'll deal with that in a minute. I obviously can't lift it up, so I'm not going to worry myself about being like, oh shit, I need to fix this fast, because it got down fast. It ain't getting up fast, guys. Oh well, life is all about challenges. Let's fix this one and get on to the next one. All right, folks, well, we got on the trailer. It was a little bit of a struggle, but it's here. And yeah, until it goes to the scrapyard or somebody wants to buy it, it will remain there. I ain't touching it. But now the subframe is freed up. So since we can get to that, we will strip it down, bust out the pressure washer, put this thing on some sort of a rack up off the ground and clean it. Let's do it. But for now, back here, I got all this cleaned up. It's looking a little bit better. I'll pick the rest of this stuff up. Those mounts are going to go inside. They're going to get hollowed out and refurbished. Yeah, most of this stuff isn't needed over here anymore. The engine will sit there. It's going to be gone Saturday night, hopefully. So stay tuned for that. But if anybody needs a transmission
a F23. It's the automatic F23 transmission. Hit me up. I'd say if you're local, like $200, come get it. $100, come get it. $50, come get it. Whatever the heck you want to give me, just come and get it, because I really don't want to have to deal with this thing again.
But for now, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna keep picking this stuff up on the ground. I'm not gonna film it, I'm not gonna worry about that. And I will update you in a moment when we're on to something else. Don't forget to like and subscribe, by the way. Thanks.
Sparkly.
Yeah, it's the inside. It's pretty good though.
It's pretty clean.
Yeah, at least, I mean, for, you know,
What it is.
yeah, for what it's been. I mean, it's much better than some of the other stuff. Alright guys, we're about to take this block and tear it in half. So we've got everything pulled off the top and bottom of it. Got my buddy over here, he's down there cranking away, getting separated. So yeah, stay tuned. See what this thing looks like on the inside, right? Alright ladies and gents, there it is. Not too bad, actually.
Go ahead and pull the pistol out.
Dude, that's so nasty.
Sparkles. Dude, look at that. Oh my gosh.
God.
That smells like Parmesan, bro.
Oh, that cap is putrid.
Oh, I love it though. It's great.
Oh. All right, we're gonna pop this guy open and see what's inside. All the creamy goodness in there. Oh yeah.
There's a magnet.
Huh.
Out of timing chain.
That's to keep all the disco stuff out of the engine. Boy, that looks
Wow.
sloppy.
Look at that. I don't
Wow.
even know what that is.
What's the other side look like?
A nipple.
Probably some sort of a.
Timing thing.
Remember, folks, 10 millimeter. If you're ever wondering, ever curious, it's like, oh man, what is that? 10 millimeter. Every
Always.
day.
It's the one you never have.
Always the one you never have.
10. Oh. You not come up. Why?
Yeah, Carter. Is there something on the backside holding on? Or maybe you just have to manipulate the pipe around.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Master pipe manipulator, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh man, grungy.
Yeah.
Dude, that is so bad.
Look in here. I just fell out of the pickup tube whenever I got it. It's great. We love it.
It's a pile of hardware.
Mmm.